Hello everybody, my name is Maltalicia Matarrita. I am here at Kreate Hub with the partnership with BronxNet TV, who had allowed me to provide a program you see here at Kreate Hub, which is a live art competition. Today, you will see 3 amazing artists from different parts of New York City. These amazing artists that you will see here will be painting from a blank canvas and create something right before your eyes. This is classical art done differently. These 3 artists will be they're painting in front of you guys, the audience, creating something brand new and unique. And they're all gonna be competing for the first prize. I also want to spend this time to give an announcement of Charlicia Joy, who had provided a product for our artists to enjoy. The product is Melanin Series. It's a different kinds of acrylic paints that have different skin tones, such as I, in here. I would like for you all to take a look and enjoy what this product is really about, because if an artist like myself may have some challenges to produce the colors that we need, and I bet you this product here will provide wonderful things and great results. I want you to enjoy each artist, such as Andre Trenier, Cyanide, and Ben Ngati. And together you're gonna see and witness something magical and beautiful. Well, welcome to the live art competition.
Hello, my name is Alma. I'm the property manager and director of experience over here at Bronx Kreate Hub. Kreate Hub is a creative art studio space that offers private and co-working spaces for emerging and established artists, as well as technologists and entrepreneurs all alike. A lot of studios weren't located or accessible in the Bronx area, so that's where Kreate Hub came into play. So it's quality and affordable spaces here, so it's 24/7 access for the studio members. They have access to Wi-Fi, our lounges, the gallery space, just everything that they need to be able to come in and do their best work. Other events have included self-care, wellness workshops. We do have a lot of artists here who we want to provide them with the opportunity to network and spread the word on their brand and their artwork, so we have allowed them to do their own gallery showings and things of that nature. The way that Kreate Hub gets involved with the community is one, through word of mouth. So we do have our in-house artists in here, so we collaborate with them to see what it is that they need from us and how we can facilitate that. So that will be through them being able to host their own private events in-house in the space. We do have a gallery space here, so we do encourage them to utilize that, whether it be for exhibitions, for product showing, things of that nature. The reason why it's important for the community to support local artists is because already established artists don't have to do much in order to spread the word about themselves and what they do. With local artists, they do need that push, and they do need a larger community to serve as their platform. So without this sort of community, local artists wouldn't be able to educate others about what they do, who they are, their branding. So that's where we come into play and do that for them. Art helps bring the community together because you don't need to physically be together in order for art to spread its message. Anybody can create art, and then with that, art is able to travel but still send across its message. I don't think that the Bronx needs to be more exposed to art. I think people that are not from the Bronx need to be exposed to art that comes from the Bronx. The best way to get in touch with us would be via our Instagram, so they can contact us directly through there. We're very active and responsive. They can also call in or email us, and we would love to collaborate with artists.
My name is Andre Trenier. I'm an artist from the Bronx. I don't think it was ever really a choice. I think I've always been an artist, just the way I look at the world. It was kind of always how I related to things. I've always drawn. I was always the kid that had sketchbooks and comic books and would get in trouble for drawing in class. Like my report cards would say, Andre's a smart kid if he could focus and stop drawing in class. Like it's just always been how I have been. Like even throughout school, I was kind of known for that. In elementary school, I was known for doing these great art projects. A lot of them were great because my mother was a frustrated artist, so she was kind of great. So I've always just drawn. When I was working at an ad agency, we'd have meetings and I'd draw my coworkers. Like that's how I process information. My preferred style of art, I think, continues to evolve. Right now, I've been doing a lot of murals, and the size and the particulars of each job kind of dictate somewhat the style that I use, but I've just gotten a studio, so I'm looking forward to really delving into some of my personal work and getting into my style a little more. I chose to compete in today's competition because I love Martha Alicia, and my boys Cyanide and Ben are in it as well, so it's like a family reunion of sorts. I'm from here, so like I think everything that I am is influenced by the Bronx a little bit. I know there's some influence in other places I've lived, like Philly and LA for a little while, but I think I'm mostly a Bronx. I think I'm mostly Bronx. I'm not sure if there are enough galleries or art presence. I mean, I think there's a presence of art and there's a presence of culture in the Bronx for sure. I'm not sure if there's enough galleries, but it takes clients to sustain galleries. So you can't just have galleries without people willing to buy art. So I think, we have to educate the consumers and get people into buying and collecting art before we can have more galleries. All artists inspire me, from beginners to people that are more advanced than me. I find inspiration in kind of everything I find beautiful. I think schools can improve how they approach art by, one, having more art programs. A lot of art programs were cut. I do see a special thing where art is coming into schools, at least in terms of murals. There are a lot more murals in schools now than when I was growing up, and I'm happy to be a part of that. But I see it being a thing that goes further, and hopefully we get the kids into painting. Everybody doesn't have to be an artist, but I think knowing how to express yourself visually can help everybody. My advice to any emerging artist is, if this isn't something you have to do, find some other way to pay the bills. If this is something that's in your soul, work hard at it and block out everything else. But work hard at the things that are hard. Don't focus on the stuff you love to do, because that should come naturally.
My name is Ben Angadi. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and my artist name is Angadi81. I've been scribbling and drawing since I was like 3 or 4 years old. Always enjoyed it. The hobby became a profession, and I've been doing it ever since. My journey to becoming where I am started in high school. I started actually selling my artwork, producing more paintings. I went to Pratt Institute, got a BFA in painting, and kept going from there, but I always like to do sculptures as well, so that's another asset I work in. Out of college, I worked at an ad agency for about a year. I learned a lot of computer stuff at that. And since then, I've been kind of in and out of illustration, painting, sculpture. Around, I'd say, 2012, I started picking up spray paint. And since then, I've been doing murals around the city. Probably the most famous one is at World Trade Center 2, right outside that building that looks like this, the Oculus. And yeah, just seeing where I can go from there. My preferred style of art is kind of a combination of abstract and realism. And when I say realism, I mean like I'm not trying to get photorealistic, but more like a naturalistic feel. I also like to paint like, some darker stuff like skulls, angels, demons, that and the lake, but varied style. I decided to be a part of today's live art competition because Mark Lisa is a good friend of mine. I've been in a lot of art competitions with her. She's beaten the pants off of me before, and I'm like, I'm gonna come here and show and prove. I think the Bronx has a healthy art community. I mean, you had Keith Haring, you had old school cats, doing graffiti up in here. I'm pretty sure didn't graffiti start in the Bronx? Don't quote me on that, but the Bronx is definitely a nice little mecca for art. I've seen a lot of great stuff around. One of my friends that's competing today, Andre Trenier from the Bronx, he's made some big moves, but do they generally get overlooked? Possibly. I think being in Manhattan, you probably get a lot more cred, with the art scene. But as far as street art goes, the Bronx is definitely big up, they're hot on that. An artist that inspires me, I'd say any artwork that is dope. I can't pick one, there's too many. There's way too many. Go back to Dali And then you go forward to, a lot of these people doing amazing realism with spray paint these days. I love that. I love classical sculpture, but I also like some of like the new, more abstract type of stuff. It's generally a mix. I can't really think of one name that pops into my head that's really, inspiring me at the moment. I kind of just take bits and pieces from what I see, different artists, and try and make it work. How can schools improve exposing kids to the arts? They need more after-school programs, even publicly funded ones. I think that after school is where kids really have the time to learn some stuff after their school day and take it home with them. As a kid, I wasn't that athletic, and I always would just draw when I got home, and my mom would be like, yo, do your homework. I'd be like, no, I'm drawing over here. So it's like, it really depends, like what a kid wants to do, and if they want to pursue arts, that should be an avenue that they have, the same as like, maybe an after-school sports team. My advice for people that want to become an artist is just, feel your gut, go with your gut, try and get seen by as many people as possible, and, fail as much as you can, because you have to fail to succeed. And if you just give up, you're never gonna be an artist.
My name is Sign. Cyanide is my artist name. I'm from the Bronx. I didn't want to be an artist. I was born into it. My father was an artist. I picked it up when I was probably 5. My journey as an artist started a long time ago. I didn't even know it was a journey that was started. I was just selling pretty much drawings from school and coming home with a pocket full of change. That made me want to draw some more. And looking back, it kind of happened naturally, organically. And I'm still doing the same thing today. It was just something that just poured out of my soul, pretty much. I don't believe in style. I believe in doing what you feel like doing, whenever that is. You might have a following that might like your stuff, but to you, you cannot adhere to that stuff. I like to evolve. I can't be stuck in one thing for too long. So my thing is always evolving. It's not a style, it's a thing. Comes out at you, comes out of your soul, like I always say, and you have to let it be. However it comes out, doesn't matter who likes it or not, as long as you're feeling good about it. Put out some good stuff, and good stuff will come back to you. I love Marta Alicia. I'm from the Bronx. I watch Bronx. It's my news, it's my source in the morning. Why not contribute to something that's organically me in the morning? I wake up to this stuff, and these are my peoples. A contribution that pours out of your soul is not really anything. What I got from the Bronx was a lot of love. Born into the elements that we have here, that we invented, as it went around the world and back, sort, grow, sort, nurture. It's part of that. I love the Bronx. It's my source of inspiration. I love graffiti. Graffiti is a big part of what I do. It helps communicate. It's the longest lasting art movement in history, and it's still growing. So I'm very proud of the Bronx and what we have done and shown to the world. It's just my heart. There's a big art presence in the Bronx. We don't have enough programs to nurture it, so programs is what we need here, art programs. This is why I'm here. It's hard to overlook a Bronx artist. If you know what art is, you can't overlook a Bronx artist. We stand out like a green thumb, wherever we go. Not to be bragging or not to be, It's just, the Bronx is special. Bronx is beautiful, period. Schools could improve exposing art to kids by letting them outside. I don't feel like a school environment is for children, being cooped up in a little 4x4 walls, fake light. I think that stunts growth. We need sun. I think classrooms should be outdoors. They should be exposed to all types of art. They should be exposed to people, fresh air, and better food. Food is kind of yikes, right? It's not an art. It looks kind of AI, that type of food. Just saying. You want to be an artist, just be an artist. Don't say you're going to be an artist. Do whatever you feel like doing, whether it's poetry, writing lyrics, DJing, standing on your head as an art. Do it with your whole heart. Do it with all the love that was nurtured in you, and do it with passion. Do it with the spirit. Do it with the energy. Deal with yourself and put out what you feel like putting out. If it feels good to you, it's going to catch on. Just believe in it. Believe in yourself.
everybody a round of applause for all these artists that you see here. It's been an amazing opportunity, and I want to thank Cyanide, I want to thank Ben and Gotti, and Andre Trudeau, who just stepped up for a quick moment. I want to thank everybody who's here and witnessing all of this. At this very moment, I'm going to have all the judges come together and review all the art and then cast their final votes. So thank you very much for participating and viewing this experience.
Just trying to show some Bronx imagery, some cultural elements and things that are close to my heart. Just trying to enjoy myself and relax. I had been working with similar imagery for a couple of murals that I'm designing, so the images were kind of already in my head. So I just picked from a few images that I've been working with recently. I wanted to show the High Bridge, I wanted to show the 6 train, which is the closest train to here, and some hip hop elements.
I feel pretty good. You know, I came out, I kind of played it safe by using the photo. I regret not using more colors and getting a little more creative with it. It is what it is. Andre's a beast, what can you do? I just wanted to paint a pretty girl, and you know, I was going through photos and this one was challenging, so I wanted to challenge myself with, you know, just the different light sources. And given the amount of time, I did what I did.
2 hours had come and gone, and we had a lot of fun. I had some good paint outlet, I guess. Came out to vibe. I came out to have some fun and just not even think about anything or just have anything in mind. Just let things flow out of your brain. So I always have a great experience. If I'm doing this, I'm always elated, high.
Due to a lot of the conversations with the judges, we came to a conclusion in one particular piece that had different kinds of elements in it that was kind of impressive to create within a limited time. And they had made a unanimous vote of Andre being first place, Ben being second place, and Cyanide the third place. Due to the technicalities and the skill set that they.
You guys are all winners though.
Yes. So thank you everybody for being a part of the competition, and it was fun. Thank you.